Doubles and Coffee. Isn't it sad when groups, organizations, and people conspire to deceive you, the population? Could you believe that CNC3, Guardian Media Limited, they got caught with their pants down lying against the Commissioner of Police, lying, trying to impugn the government of Trinidad and Tobago to say that the Commissioner of Police and by extension the UNC and Kamala Persad-Bissessar and Roger Alexander would deny a woman, would deny a lady who's 70 years old an opportunity to see her doctor. It was proven, debunked yesterday on Doubles and Coffee, where we showed that Star Sabga, 70 years old, saw her doctor on the 1st of August 2026. She saw her doctor again on Monday this week here, and the story came out on the Tuesday and the Wednesday, attacking the Commissioner of Police and saying how vile it is. But do you know, Jensen Lavond of the Guardian calling around yesterday in a panic, trying to correct the record and so on. And what does CNC3 and Guardian Media Limited do? They double down. They double down on the issue, and they try to pretend that they were correct, and there is some information that is correct, and that they are not wrong, when they should have come out and said, we humbly apologize to Commissioner Alistair Guevara. We apologize because we have learned that our story was false. We have read emails of the 1st of August 2026 and subsequent emails and acknowledgement on the 16th and 17th of August that showed that Star Sabga, since being given home arrest, received 2 visits, not 1, 2 visits in 2 weeks from her doctor, Dr. Jacqueline Pereira Sabga. The Guardian Media should have put on the front page and apologized. But no, they come and they try to double down. Well, in comes a letter from one of the attorneys for Star Sabga, a man whose name was called, I think it's a man, Carlan McLeod. If it's not a man, I humbly apologize. I don't know the individual, I don't care to know. But the emails, one nice one from Carlan McLeod on August 1st, 2026, which I'll read for you again, was thanking Miss Harry Paul, the lawyer for Alistair Guevara, the Commissioner of Police, for allowing Dr. Jacqueline Pereira Sabga to see Star Sabga on the 1st of August. But he writes a letter yesterday, and here he says, this is from Carlan McLeod, one of the lawyers, one of the 11 lawyers for Star Sabga, and he says at paragraph 8, we note that on today's date, the 19th of August 2026, yesterday, the Guardian and various other news outlets, CNC3, PNM3, carried a report that our client has not been permitted access to medical treatment for the last 3 weeks. Please be advised, well, not 3 weeks, see, trying to play games, okay, because the 19th, from the 1st to the 19th, okay, it's 18 days, 21 days is 3 weeks. But that's little, we like to be accurate, right? For the last 3 weeks, please be advised that we did not provide any correspondence to any member of the media. Had we done so, first and foremost, so this is Carlan McLeod saying that CNC3, Guardian Media, you did not even get information from Carlan McLeod. You did not even bother to confirm with the TTPS. You did not even consult with the lawyer for the TTPS, Ms. Harry Paul, who would have provided you with information to show that Star Sabga received 2 visits in 2 weeks from her doctor, and that her doctor lives in the same exact compound. Did not even have to walk far. The doctor just had to come up the stairs. And that the police were very amiable, very supportive, and gave Star Sabga every opportunity and comfort that her age deserves. You would have received that CNC3, you would have received that Guardian before printing your lies, and now you double down on it. So you did not even call and get a comment from the attorney who you purported to quote from a letter that he wrote. Because he is saying, please be advised that we, Carlan McLeod, attorney at law for Star Sabga, did not provide any correspondence to any member of the media. Right? Now, so therein lies the first point. Now, Mr. Carlan McLeod, you had to be a PNM. Because you must not play smart with foolishness. You must not play games. And if you erred in any one of your correspondences to learned attorney Harry Paul at any time, then you should correct the record. You should not leave it hanging, because then you have people like the Douglas who read everything and realize that you're a dangerous human being. Because Carlan McLeod in yesterday's letter says this part, which, as you know, I have information that this part is not accurate and leaves a little wiggle room for the perception that something was done right and it wasn't just totally fallacious, malicious, wicked, evil, and political. Had we done so, says Carlan McLeod, we would have informed them that our client was permitted access by Dr. Jacqueline Pereira Sabga as of Monday the 17th August 2026, following upon our letter of the 14th August 2026. Now, Carlan McLeod, here the problem you have. You see what you have written there? Purports to clear the record on one visit. The visit on Monday gone here. But it leaves it vague about the visit on August 1st. Because let me read an email from you, Carlan McLeod, on August 1st. You see, your letter says, oh, thank you. We got a visit on Monday, if Monday was the 16th or the 17th of August. We got a visit from the doctor, thank you. But you left out something, you see. Douglas, don't play that. Tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Are you saying that this that I'm going to read is not from you? It's not your email to Miss Harry Paul, the attorney for the Commissioner of Police, on 1st of August 2026, that you were hacked, and this is not official? Well, come out and say that. Correct the record. Because I have an email from one Carlan McLeod to Dadai, and that's Miss Harry Paul, and 6 more, because I have plenty lawyer in this. I write to thank you, says Carlan McLeod, and your clients, Commissioner of Police and the TTPS, for permitting Dr. Jacqueline Pereira Sabga to attend our client today. And this is dated the 1st of August 2026. Now, the police may have got confused because, you know, in some legal profession, in some England, USA, you put the month first, then the day, then the year, and we in England, we just put the day first and the month. But it's not the 8th of January, okay? Because Star Sabga wasn't locked up on no 8th of January 2026. So it's the 1st of the 8th, the 1st of August, Emancipation Day, African Emancipation Day. I write to thank you and your clients for permitting Dr. Jacqueline Pereira Sabga to attend our client today in satisfaction the terms of the order of Mr. Justice Paul. Herein, we inform that Dr. Pereira Sabga has just reported that she attended upon our client with the express permission of the 2 police officers stationed at our client's home, who recorded her attendance and her entry. She has also informed us that with our client's consent, the female police officer stationed at our client's home was physically present within ear and eye shot for the entirety of the examination, and that she had no communication with our client other than in the presence of the said female officer. Yours faithfully, honestly, without obfuscation, without games, without playing smart, with foolishness. Yours faithfully, Carlan McLeod, attorney at law, Invictus Chambers, in Victor's chambers. I now understand. 113 Oxford Street, Port of Spain. Oxford Street. So you had to know this was the 1st of August. Because by the 2nd of August, Oxford Street was not Oxford Street. It's Kwame Ture Street. Because the PNM changed it to Kwame Ture, even though Dr. Williams and the PNM banned Stokely Carmichael, who later became Kwame Ture, from ever coming back to Trinidad and Tobago. It was Bastio Pandey that lifted the ban. Wade Mark and Ralph Maraj and Bastio Pandey greeted Kwame Ture on the tarmac at Piaco Airport and then paid for his medical expenses with taxpayers' dollars, cabinet approved, when he was suffering from prostate cancer. So you know that this was not a recent thing, thanking the Commissioner of Police for the doctor visit, because it was Oxford Street, which is now Kwame Ture Street, because at about lunchtime on the 1st of August 2026, the PNM made a whole shenanigans, dishonest, skullduggery, disgusting pappy show to pretend like them love black people and love Kwame Ture. So Oxford Street is now Kwame Ture Street. This email so old. Star Sabga since she doctor so long that Kwame Ture Street was still Oxford Street. So over to you, Carlan, because I see the Guardian try to use either your mistake, your misstep. You see, sometimes lawyers write things and they don't check, and maybe other lawyers write the letter and you don't read it properly. The problem for all is that the dog let us read every single word. And remember, thanks to my mother and father. So the Guardian uses either your error, your obfuscation, or your lies, as Patrick Mervyn Augustus Manning said. If you lie on small things, you would lie on big things. And show me a liar, and I'll show you a thief. The words of Patrick Mervyn Augustus Manning. Brian Manning, you get pushed aside. I go deal with you tomorrow. The PNM, chickens coming home to roost. It's good for you. In this letter, so the Guardian now, Jensen Lavon, who should have come and say, oh God, I'm sorry, may I culpa, only forgive me. I lie, I didn't check, I didn't double check, I didn't triple check. I failed in my principles of journalism. Them come to double down, because they said that in a letter to the commissioner last Friday, McLeod wrote, we reiterate our request, first made by our letter on July 30th and repeated on July 31st. Okay, very good. But then August 1st, you thanked the Commissioner of Police through an email to Miss Harry Paul, the attorney, for the doctor's visit of August 1st from your chambers and your email at Oxford Street. You thanked them for allowing the doctor to visit. You were profuse in your thanking, in your appreciation. So you had a letter of July 30th and repeated on July 31st. But then here you write August 6th and August 10th for permission for our client to be medically examined by her physician. Now, Carlan McLeod, is that a mistake by you in your correspondence? Is that a mistake by your firm that you didn't realize? You didn't read it properly, you didn't vet it, and you included the 6th and 10th after a doctor had visited on the 1st? See? But the Guardian hold on to that. Rather than be honest, we teach our children when they get caught, just say sorry. Just admit everything and the punishment will be less. But not these conspiring PNM shenanigans, disgusting, nasty, wicked, evil people. That's why you must reject PNM all around. Piece of PNM, PNM fake news media, PNM attorneys, PNM, anything with PNM is dishonest, nasty, and corrupt, like Balize House. At such time as may be arranged with your officers, McLeod's first request for her to see a doctor came after he visited her on July 29th. So now, Jensen Lavon and the Guardian, they play games. They try to mix up all the letters. So they go now to a letter of the 29th and 30th. 2 days before, the doctor was allowed to go and visit Star Sabga on August 1st. And they say, our client is 70 years. Since the commencement of her detention, that is where her detention, this is not here at home, that's detention in the detention center. She has lost approximately 29 pounds. I don't believe she lost 29 pounds in 3 days or 2 days. She suffers from constant chest pain. She has not been sleeping. She has not been medically assessed at any time since her release into supervision at the residence. Okay, at the residence now, so that's the 29th, and since the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 2 letters, 3 letters. But then on the 1st, on receipt of the letter, the commissioner immediately acted. Right? So, in the latest letter, McLeod again sought permission for 11 attorneys to represent. But the truth of the fact and the matter is, 1, Star Sabda received 2 visits in 2 weeks from her doctor, allowed for by the Commissioner of Police. Carlan McLeod thanked the Commissioner of Police through his attorney and the TPS attorney, Ms. Harry Paul. Guardian Media, CNC3, lied and created a false narrative, a false article, and did not even contact the said attorney that they were quoting from the letter. But then the said attorney, Carlan McLeod, tries to play games and leave a little loophole and tries to forget about the email of the 1st August from Oxford Street before it was Kwame Ture Street, saying thank you. So ladies and gentlemen, I do this to show you to what great lengths the PNM will go to deceive, to continue to deceive, to cover up, to conspire, to present a picture that they are a viable option. These types of people were in charge of your money for 10 years and you wonder why. $500 trillion was spent and nothing worked. The country in a mess. Crime out of hand. Children not performing in school, whether SCA, CSEC, CAPE, across the board. They cut everything. They wean you off the money. They increased recusals and the rich became richer. Now you understand. Politics is not no game and not no joke. Carlan McLeod, clear the air. Don't play games. Are you the one who thanked Ms. Harry Paul and the Commissioner of Police, Alistair Gavaro and the TTPS on the 1st of August for allowing Star Sabda to see her doctor, Dr. Jacqueline Pereira Sabda? Yes or no? And did she also go on Monday, 17th August, twice in 2 weeks? Gavaro boy, they're coming at you. But don't worry. You do your work. Keep the people safe. Trinidad and Tobago knows what CNC3 is, PNM 3. And what Guardian Media is, and Jensen Levon, you have no shame. No shame whatsoever. Bless.